Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root's strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Pharaoh with the suit on. From Jackson to the Rockies, it's elevation. Black excellence, not just a sensation. It's transformation. Buffs with the patience. Now we speed like Travis in acceleration. Shedeur in the pocket with the gold drip. Hey.
Black and gold, we ride tonight. From the mountains we rise, we fight. They doubted us, but look at Prime. We ain't hard to find. Yeah.
Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root's strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Pharaoh with the suit on. From Jackson to the Rockies, it's elevation. Black excellence, not just a sensation. It's transformation. Buffs with the patience. Now we speed like Travis in acceleration. Shedeur in the pocket with the gold drip. Haters talking loud, but they know this. We got fire in our cleats, lions in our breath. Pray before we ball, then we flex like we're blessed. Come evolve.
We ain't hard to find.
We ain't hard to find.
Colorado shine. Prime time lights.
We ride for the fight.
Step on the field with purpose and pride.
Buff nation loud, we never hide.
We ain't hard to find, we just hard to stop.
Buffalo soul, we taking it to the top. HBCU roots in the altitude. Turn the cold to gold, now we set the mood. Culture in my cleats, kingdom in my stride. We the new wave, let the old tide slide. Soul in my veins like Nina Simone, but the beat hit hard like Jerome, but it's gone. Buffaloes march like a war zone hymn, and you know we build different when the light gets dim. Lights, camera, Prime got the plan. Turn walk-ons to stars, that's the man. Legacy talk, but this is the now. Put some respect on the black and the brown.
We ain't hard to find. Throne built on grit, heart and vision.
We
Speak life,
walk faith, move bold. That's Coach Prime with the mighty soul.
we ain't hard to find.
Nah,
Colorado shine.
Buffs,
Prime time light.
let's go.
We ride for the fight.
Yeah,
We the new kingdom.
Buffalo soul, we go, we go.
We ain't hard to find. Colorado shine.
We back. We back. We back with another episode of That Money Man. You already know, man. I appreciate y'all for coming. Like, subscribing, sharing, tell your friends about That Money Man. You already know. We back on this thing with Colorado. Deion, Coach Prime, you know it's time. Colorado about to dominate the Big 12. We about to get this ring. Y'all mean 7'5", turning in a meal, 7.5 million a year. That's what I need in my pocket right now. We got to get it, my dear. I'm telling you what it is, and I'm telling you what it ain't. You already know Money Man and the thing. Guaranteed ain't playing no games. Let's go. I had to rap a little bit, man. Y'all know I make music. Y'all probably don't know. But, hey, man, we ain't going to be on too long. I appreciate y'all for coming again. Like, Deion reveals... Let me get right now. Let me get right now. Come on now. I was doing good. Let's go. Deion Sanders revealed Colorado Buffaloes' new strengths post Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter era. The Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Deion Sanders are entering a new era without star quarterback Shedeur Sanders, Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, but Coach Prime believes his squad is better at the line of scrimmage or heading into the 2025 season. Now, I'm going to let y'all know right now, man. I already know I ain't going to get that many views on here, but I'm going to let y'all know already, man. I think this team already is constructed is deeper. This probably the deepest team for position-wise Deion had, even at Jackson State. I'm thinking, it's not just Travis and Shedeur as for the offense, no run game, and then you got a receiver or two that help out Travis. But it's more, I think, totality of the team is better. So without star quarterback Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, the Colorado Buffs will obviously look for a different next season. Either incoming freshman Juju Lewis or Liberty Flames transfer Caden Salter will become Sanders' heir at quarterback, while a fury of rising offensive defensive players are set to help fill Hunter's lost production. Still, the Buffs must move forward without their two most impactful players from last season's 9-win team. Fortunately, the Buffs coach Deion Sanders reaffirmed that Colorado is a better overall team compared to last year, particularly in the trenches. Coach Prime appeared on former NFL star Sunday saying we need podcast on Friday. I had watched the video. I feel as though we're going to be better because we had individuals that were phenomenal, as well as receivers Jimmy Horn, LaJonte Will. We had some dogs, but now we're going to have a better team. The line is better offensively and defensively. The backfield is better. The receivers, I'm not going to say they're better because we sent 4 guys to the pros. Will is the only one not in the NFL. He flunked his physical, but he's going to get it right. At the line of scrimmage, Coach Prime has added several big bodies via the transfer portal and high school ranks, including former Northwestern Wildcat offensive lineman Cooper Lovelace on Friday. Other transfer pickups who could make an immediate impact in the trenches include defensive lineman Otis from Alabama, Lightfoot, Coleman, offensive lineman Johnson III, Roy Jr., and Hill from Memphis. Coach Prime also mentioned returning defensive cornerback DJ McKinney, who's already drawing some NFL buzz ahead of his second season with the Bucs. DJ on the corner, I think he's a pro as well. Deion said we got some long dogs. He talking about the cornerback, long dogs. Yeah, but he projected, there you go right there, DJ McKinney. They already got him projected as a first-round pick. What's going on, my guy? While Colorado offensive set will largely depend on either Lewis or Salter, I think Salter gonna get it just cause he the seasoned vet. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, GG? He the seasoned vet, and he actually done took Liberty to the top. He was undefeated, man. Like he led Liberty to an undefeated season when he was over there. You know what I'm saying? Coach Prime appeared pleased with the Bucs' defensive assets. I think we're better at the defensive line and we're better at the linebackers. Deion Sanders said after Colorado Spring. It's hard to put that on the DB because Shiloh, Cam, Travis, and those guys, they've been playing together for a few years now, so it's hard to advance that we're going to be tremendous with what we know we got coming as well to help that secondary. We're going to be pretty solid on defensive side of the ball, and I'm happy about that. Now, I'm telling you, bro, and ladies, that they got deep. Colorado done got deep. Look at that. They just picked up a guy. A couple guys at the end of the month. This is crazy, man. They still bringing in players now. I ain't watched none of these. I don't even let my clothes up good. It ain't even on. Look at that. Hold on. Well, my close up ain't working. Can't even get my close up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Northwestern O-line. Hey, it ain't about where he came from, bro. It's about that he at Colorado now. But you got to understand, like, a lot of these players, they probably didn't play. I ain't going to say a lot of them, but some of them probably didn't play where they was at. And then, think about it. What I've been seeing what I've been seeing a lot, especially on the HBCU schools, a lot of them boys that went to HBCUs, they moving up the D1 single A, not FCS. They moving up the big schools in the D1 to get a look. Because, you know, sadly being said, that the HBCUs, even at the FCS level, they ain't putting out players in the NFL like that. And they ain't getting no national attention like that. I mean, when Deion was at Jackson State, he the one that brought it to light. But Jackson State was getting all the national attention. It wasn't every other HBCU. So now it's like these boys that balling out at the HBCUs on whatever level, they moving up to the D1 big school level. They get a little taste of that and then probably get some more exposure. I can't blame them. I can't blame them for that. So these might be the same type situations with these boys going on, even though, like I said, I don't know. I ain't watching no highlights, nothing. So I can't tell you about each individual player, but time gonna tell. But now, with they being in the portal, coming out of the portal, as I should say, that they stuck. I ain't gonna, you know, whatever team they on now, that's the team they gonna be on until the portal open up in December or January, whenever the portal open back up. They can't move no more. I don't think they can move no more. So, you know, whoever on your team now, that's what team you gonna be on. Yeah, right there. Yup, we looking at them right here. Yup, that linebacker, 6'1", 220. That's good, nice little size. You know, if I was about 6 foot, but if I was 6'2", I would have been in the league, bro. I'm telling you, I would have been in the league easy. 6'5", like this what I like though. Okay, he said this on Asante Samuel, live, whatever he call it. He said what he said. He was like, they got the size of the linemen they got now, bro, and they got depth. I think they got a whole lot of more depth, and then Seaton, you know, he gonna end up being the leader over there on their side, even though he just gonna be his sophomore year. I figure he gonna be the leader in them trenches for the offensive side, and then you got Otis over there from Alabama, probably gonna be the leader on that defensive line, bro. And it's gonna be exciting to see how much pressure they get, boy. But I hate that right here. Brandon Hood and Colton Hood, bro, they from my city. Right down the street, boy. I hate them boys left. And then he went to UMass, bro. I don't know, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that, but ain't nowhere in the world if I play running back. Then I got Marshall Falk, my coach finally. I ain't about to leave unless it's just about NIL money. Unless it's about NIL money, bro. You know what I'm saying? But see, him and his brother, they went their own different way. But anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who y'all think gonna be Jalen Wester? That was LeJounte brother. He left too. And then Woods, he finally got picked up. Colton, he went to Tennessee. He came from Auburn, came to Colorado, then he went to Tennessee. I think he played pretty good, but you know, the NIL money talk now, bro. The NIL money talk, but we just gonna look at who came in. So they got Myers, 16-year-old lineman this year. Hey, I'm telling you. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We got by position. Let's go by corner. We got 3 corners right here. Like I said, I ain't looked at none of these guys, but Noah King, he came from Kansas State, so he done played against Colorado. You know what I'm saying? He was a 4-star coming out of high school, and he transferred. He dropped the star in the transfer. I mean, I don't know how much you want to put into it with the stars, but you know, normally if he was a 4-star, then he dropped the star. That means he either wasn't playing or he ain't played as good as everybody thought. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can do right here, go to ESPN.com, type their name in. He ain't got no Twitter account. You know, I was trying to see, because I just see a little clip or something. You know what I'm saying? But that type of name, man, just see, I ain't doing everybody, though. Where he at? His name ain't even coming up. Indian Westland Wildcat. That ain't him. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I can't even find them. I'm trying to get them on here. Can't even find them. But yeah, man, it gonna be. Then they got Parks, and then they got some freshmen too coming in. Look at these D linemen, bro. 6'2", 280, 6'3", 285. Lightfoot. It look like they going by. Well, how they going at? Yeah, that position. Or they going by when they look like when they committed. Yup. I see a position. Anyway, like I'm saying, man, like they got way more linebacker depth. They got depth in every position, like I said, man. They got depth in every position. Corner, back end, the 6'7", 350, 6'5", 320 over lineman, bro. Hey, 6'2", 300. He probably a guard. These big boy right here probably tackles right here. 6'5", 6'7". Then you got the D lineman. They ain't even put what's her name on there. Then like I said, the linebacker right here, boy from TCU, Salter, right here. Then you got this boy French, right here, 6'2". Then I know the other boy, he had committed, came from, where he came from, I just had it off the top of my head, I forgot. Linebacker. Then you got another offensive tackle. You got these big boys right here, 6'5", 330, 322 from Maryland. 6'7", 348, 6'3", 325. Like I said, these boys right here, they probably guard centers. 6'5", 306. Now, the thing is now, all these boys got stars too. Look, he got a heel right here. He gained a star. Me and college came from Memphis. 3 stars, stayed 3 star, 3 star. So, like I said, I don't know how much weight you put in them stars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cause boy, get to the college, it's a whole different story. Man, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't know how much faith or what it is, what I'm looking for. I don't know the word. I don't know how much whatever you put into them stars. Cause like I say, man, them stars, they mean something, but then they don't. Because I done seen some dudes have stars and they trash. Like you only got them stars cause you went to a camp. And maybe did good for a camp. But I want to see who gonna end up being. That's what I want to know. Who gonna be the opposite corner of DJ McKinney, and who gonna be the starting safeties? Cause I know they got their boy Antonio Branch the second, and then this boy Vickers. He ain't really play at Oklahoma though. I remember looking at his stuff. But you see, boy 3-star whatever, 6 feet and a half. And then you know, Preston Hard left, didn't he? I gotta look. But they got some more safeties. That boy went to Jones County. I played against them in high school. But he ain't even on Colorado. I don't even know why they showing me them. But yeah, man, like there's a lot of these boys. Bruh, just give me Colorado, bruh. I ain't not just give me Colorado. Now I got to commit. But since we already right here, How I play nigga. I'm just saying, like, he would, he was one of the other better corners, nickel or just being out there. Period. You just put him out there. I don't care. He can play. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. So since we on the freshman, let's go ahead. Cause this ain't what I wanted though. But since we on the freshman, now Juju, I'm just gonna pick some. I think, like I said, I think Salter gonna be the starter for right now. Cause he got the most experience. I've been in there, you know what I'm saying? But which other one, if that boy Merritt, DN, where how you gonna turn out to be? You know what I'm saying? And then that boy Gibson, I already done started hearing stuff about him. How good he is. And I seen it, boy, I seen him take boy can ball, bro. Man, he remind me of like LeJontay. You know what I'm saying? As far as size, but got that speed, but can ball, you know what I'm saying? And then Farrakhan, I think that Louis Farrakhan grandson right here. I don't know. I'm just making something up. I don't know if he is or not. But you know what I'm saying? I heard he was pretty good. I ain't watch no tape though. Antonio Brandt did the guy I was talking about. I ain't watch no tape on him, but I seen him in the spring game. He got that little interception. Big, and another big edge, bruh, right here. Hey, linebacker. I don't know how many D-boys gonna actually play beside Gibson and Juju maybe. But you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking because Deion really don't like playing freshmen like that unless they just dogs. Q6, yeah. So I'm like, Gibson probably gonna play and Juju, but it all gonna be based on what Salter do. But like I said, Salter, man, he a dog. He a dog. And he came to Colorado, but you be feeling some big shoes, especially with the popularity of Shedeur. But you feeling some big shoes out there, bro. But I don't even know what it is, bro. That's all I'm saying. I didn't know Louis Farrakhan, so I just put it two and two together. I'm just guessing. But yeah, anyway, you let me know. So what year was Salter, man? What year that was? 23? Can't see the schedule. I think it was 23. That's the one I want to hear. Hey, I'm just letting them know. You know I keep it real on. I don't be lying. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, 23 right here. 2023 Salter. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. He led. Even though you was like, they ain't really play nobody. Look, college football. Everybody don't play college football. But I won, got a conference championship. Hey, they good for me. And now take it to the next level now. Because now you got Hall of Fame coaches that done played in the NFL. That's where you trying to go to that next level. They just put one in the next level, even though he got boo-booed on. Shedeur, whatever they want to call it. That's ridiculous. We done talked enough about that. But, bro, dual threat. Like, way more dual threat than Shedeur. Well, we know. Yup. Yeah, I seen that little clip when he went on news. But, yeah, so I think Salter way more of a threat to help out the running game and can throw that thing than Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur was mainly passing. But, he threw for over 4,000 yards. Should have been a first-round pick. But we always know what happened. But Salter, dual threat, even though that UTEP game, that game probably was already over with. He only got 22 passing yards in that game. And then, you know what I'm saying, they play Oregon, they probably Probably was a little setup right there. But I had to watch that game. I ain't look at that game. 45-6, they lost to Oregon. Everybody know what Oregon is. That was Bo Nix too, so it like, you know, the better team, even though Liberty with 13-0, you know Oregon had the better team, bro. We already know that. But it's the same thing with Colorado last year. A lot of them team they played, the team as a totality wasn't up to par. Now you had individuals, Travis and Shedeur, we already know. LeJontay, Will, y'all say Jimmy. I don't. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, they're gonna be the main. He gonna be talked about a lot, especially when the season getting closer to coming around. And then, you know, they gotta play Georgia Tech first. I don't care what y'all say. Georgia Tech, Hayne King, as long as he's still there, they a threat. They beat Miami. They beat Florida State, even though Florida State wasn't nothing. But Georgia Tech ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a way tougher game than North Dakota State was, even though they end up winning their championship in the FCS, the national championship in FCS. So I don't care what y'all talking about. They North Dakota State. No, everybody know who North Dakota State is, and their quarterback got drafted. But hey, he gonna be talked about a lot, good or bad. Especially if you start playing bad, they're gonna try to start put Juju in, and then fill it in for Shedeur. After all these years, Deion ain't had no other quarterback but Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? But these numbers, they're gonna be surprising. His numbers, passing yard wise, with rushing yard too. I'm going on my mouth. So like, bruh, it bad year with 2023 when they went undefeated.
Playing from Savages.
2,876 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Now look, we rushed for 1,089. Now they got that boy Joseph Williams and that boy Gibson, and they already got Amarion Miller and Draylon Miller. You got more weapons now that can actually get open. Amarion Miller is a dog. Now you got the freshman Gibson with Williams on there over there, and then them the three they're probably gonna start. To me, now I don't know about the other boy, the Brown boy. Sincere Brown, they got, like I said, they deep, so they can rotate and put in, and you have a good little competition, but he going to have plenty of weapons to throw to. And then you probably going to see a lot more RPOs and read option plays with Salter back there, because he athletic and can run, you know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be exciting to see what they do. You know what I'm saying? But then you got, what that boy at? You got a couple boys from Tennessee. That linebacker, there go Joseph Williams right there. And that boy went in with a freshman last year. He got up out of Tulane quick. Or Tulsa, where he was at. He was at Tulsa. He got up out of that. Then that boy, Reginald Hughes, that linebacker I was talking about. I want to see how he play. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to watch well off Sincere Brown. That boy 6'5", boy. Hey, came from Campbell. We going to see. Yeah, all the wait and see game with these boys, but we already know what we got. What we have been seeing all over the year. And then they tight end right here. Big tight end, why he good too. You know what I'm saying? Then we got that punter for Kansas, but we had a good punter last year, but it got picked up in the CFL. You know what I'm saying? So that's it right there. But Gibson, Merritt, Juju, their offensive tackle good, graded out 93. I want to see what them defensive ends do. If they McPherson, boy, if he get in there, we gonna have to watch well out, cause they just started back with the summer workout, so you know it turning back up. It turning back up for the Colorado. What we got going on, you know what I'm saying? That boy McKinnon right there. There go Juju. I don't know who that is. Got that boy Mel, Team GPA. They got Shedeur back up there. Colorado football game time. Now they're gonna be BYU games. They're gonna be tough. Should be good by the time them, you know, see how them linemen fell. By the time we get to that game. And I'm gonna try to live stream more. Because some stuff switching up for me. So I'm probably gonna try to live stream more during the season. As far as the games. I know some of y'all just getting here, y'all ain't know me last year and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I was working more of the time when they were playing. I was working on the weekend, but I ain't gonna be doing that no more pretty soon. But I want to stream a lot more. Not showing the game, because you know I can't show the game. You know I can't show the game. But while the game going on, I'm going to start live streaming a lot more. If I'm on my phone or if I'm sitting right here, you know, we're going to be talking about it while it's going on. We're going to be talking about it while it's going on. So I need y'all to stay tuned for that, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that money, man. You already know.
Have you run across anybody that said
Deion Sanders said one thing to your face and said something else behind your back? Nobody ever been in a position to say that Deion Sanders
This dude right here, bald-headed dude. I ain't like what he said.
was a liar.
I know we switch.
Ever. Have you run across anybody that said Deion Sanders said one thing to your face and said something else behind your back? That's not who that man is. And so when he comes out and he says something about his son, there is no question he has spoken to his son. There is no question that Deion Sanders prepped his son for those interviews. We all know this was about Deion. Now we have to get to what the real crux of the situation is. Deion, as I told y'all, was devastated. When I came on the airwaves and talked about how devastated he was, and Molly knows this, I had not spoken to him at the time. I've spoken to him since because he called me to thank me for being accurate on what I was saying about the level of devastation that he had felt. Because it was a painstakingly thing for him to endure. To watch his son plummet, knowing it wasn't because of his ability. It was because of his pedigree, who his daddy was. He may have some culpability in that, but it doesn't make it right what's happening to Shedeur Sanders. That brother can play, and I think he's going to show that he can play on the NFL level, but most importantly than that, he has been a model of professionalism throughout his collegiate career. And for these kind of things to stain him on a personal level, to me, it just shows why so many athletes should be turned off by the process. Why go through interviews and things of that nature if you're not going to tell the truth about me? Has any...
That make a lot of sense.
Because they need a quarterback in the best way. He can. You talk about from extremes. You said fighting for a roster spot to potentially being a starter.
Right.
Like, what are we? It's a lot of in between. So you mean to tell me that that's a 5th round pick? I think it's laughable that that so many teams passed on him over and over again.
So why do you
half
think
of the 4th round?
That's the question.
Because they cut their nose and spite their face. Whatever statement they were trying to make, a lot of those guys that made those picks, I guarantee you, at least 3 or 4 of them is going to be unemployment line. It's going to be because they didn't find a quarterback that they were looking for, whether it's general manager or head coach.
You said
The Deion thing might not have been, hey, I'm scared that Deion's going to take my job or that Deion's going to end up.
Shame on you if that even.
Deion Sanders, sir,
You deserve to be fired if you're afraid of a man taking your job, so you don't take his
So
son.
what if Flacco's getting the reps or if Dylan Gabriel beats him out? It could happen. They drafted Dylan. Is everyone else just an idiot because that happened?
Yes. And you don't believe that.
When the report came out, because when you go into a meeting like that with execs, with the higher level folks at an organization, you go in there a certain way. You ain't gonna have your headphones on.
Yeah.
You're gonna be prepared. You know, your coach and your father has already prepared you for that moment anyway. So what are we talking about?
I know what I bet they did, Ocho. He probably had the headphones around
Yeah.
his neck, and they told me he had them on. I bet you that's what they
Absolutely.
did.
But you know they're gonna change it up. Honestly, when it comes to the quarterback position, especially that team specifically, when it comes to picking quarterbacks, I mean, they've been missing for a very long time anyway.
They ain't picked nobody since Eli. So whoever said that, and the Browns, y'all ain't did much better.
I think this is gonna be good for him, though. Like I said, just the little stuff that I've seen, Uncle Ocho, it seemed like he got his head down and he working, man.
That's all you can do.
I know that's it, and I think that's a good thing for him. I'm pretty sure he hears the whispers, but he keep his head down and keep working, man. Good things gonna happen for him because the talent is there. It's oozing out of him.
Man, all I can say is, he gotta get a fair shot, man. Like they in practice right now, so tomorrow we actually gonna start seeing footage of the OTA and him on them 11-on-11. That's what they gonna focus on. So it like I've been saying, bro. It like I know we done switch to Shedeur because that's what to get the views right now. That's what I got to do, man. I try. I be trying to do everybody else, but don't nobody want to see nothing else but Shedeur. But you gotta get a fair chance, man.
Man, you sound like a father. You coach your son. You want your son to be everything he can be. You're proud of your son. You go to every practice. Every father is supposed to say that. Every father is supposed to be like, yo, I know how I raised my son. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that they got what they needed when they was growing up. And any father is going to be protective over his son. First of all, it's Deion in his prime. He going to speak candidly. He's been doing that his whole life. This is why sometimes in journalism, you got the media and people use anonymous stuff. It's hard when people say things, but there's no name to it. So he's saying that hurt him a little bit, which is human nature. But I will say at the end, hey, look, I'm happy he slid, selfishly. Because you know why? I feel like they got a great quarterback. From what I've seen right now, he's taking it in stride. And what I've seen is he's using that to show people that he's different from what the stuff is out there. So for me, as a Browns fan, and as a person who wants a quarterback, and I think he could be a franchise quarterback, I'm excited for him. Man, you sound like a father. You coach your...
Bro, I don't even know how you become a Browns fan, but that's just me personally. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I was trying to say.
Shoot.
Damn bugs. Let me see 1-2.
Shoot.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Shoot.
Let me ask the camera what they think of the mully tech. The bucket tech? Do I look aerodynamic? Because I feel aerodynamic.
What they got to do, a 40-yard dash over there?
But I think we got to do like 10 of them.
What? Wait, what? There you go.
Q for 6.
He got 99 speed,
That's, right.
zero agility.
Zero agility. That's Q for pick 6.
99.
Damn bugs.
Oh, man, bro.
I know it's automatic with him, so he gonna put the ball in the right spot. The placement is always gonna be on point, and accuracy is definitely always there. I just know the ball is gonna be where it's supposed to be, and it's gonna be there on time. So I just trust him with everything. I know if I run my route, I do my job. I know it's automatic with him, so he gonna put the ball in the right spot. The placement is always gonna be on point, and accuracy is definitely always there. Playing with him is just, it brings out a lot of me to just keep wanting to be great, because just seeing him work in practice on his off time, he's always working. He's always trying to get better. So
yeah, apparently he got to get a foul shot. I mean, he got to get a foul shot. It can't be nothing else. Cause you can't get no foul shot, then you ain't gonna be able to prove yourself, because they're gonna try to stop you from doing it.
the best coach you could ever wish for. He's a great mentor. Like everything that comes out of his mouth is just like, you got to listen to it closely. It's amazing. And then playing with his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, and playing with the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis, that's just crazy playing with him and against him every day in practice. It's just a surreal experience. We were all shocked. That's all I can say about that. The whole team was. Man, all I'm going to tell you is with all the hate that those two have gone and Shedeur falling all the way in the draft, they're just going to use that as fuel, and they're going to kick some ass in the NFL, and I can't wait to see it.
If they ever needed extra fuel, they have it. And so that's a dangerous path.
Bro, he look just like him, boy. Got the tattoo and everything. 6 foot 215, middle linebacker.
Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Phalo with the suit on. From Jackson to the
We gonna see, bro. No, he ain't play none. They pass either. But yeah, man, that's about all I got. I need to take me a nap or something. Dude, they got so much drama. I said, this talking about Shedeur circus. The Browns is a circus. Like, they got Bozo the Clown up there. Like, I don't get it, bro. Did Deshaun Watson trend? That Watson. That's the wrong Watson. I thought it was Deshaun. It say sports. That ain't Deshaun. You see that little dollar sign on the chat down there, that super chat button? Well, you can like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let me get off of her. That way you support it. Appreciate it. But yeah, I be having more lit live though. You just cause I'm talking about Colorado. Don't nobody really want to hear about Colorado. You know, they want to talk about Shedeur. But I've been talking about him for weeks before the draft. Hey, why the lady short? She like Shedeur gotta say even though he don't get the whole $130 for the jersey, he gotta sell like 37,000 jerseys to make his salary. But it really like, I think he get like 1/3 of the sales. So I'm like, bro, I know everybody talking about buy his stuff. He need to get 100%. Need to get 100%. I'm probably going to make a full video. I'm about to change stuff up. We back. Dead boy right here.
Shedeur Sanders fell in the draft.
This is ridiculous.
My friends, is why Shedeur Sanders fell in the draft. I thought it was probably 50% Deion, 50% Shedeur. I'm now thinking NFL teams, front offices were just like, no thank you on Shedeur Sanders precisely because of this. Folks, it's the beginning of June. And Deion is already complaining about his son and what went down at the draft. And you know there are teams that passed on Deion this morning. That's why we didn't want him. Joe Shane and Brian Daboll looking at their owner. I told you, we don't need this crap. And again, I'm not going to challenge what Deion said. It doesn't really matter. Did he wear headphones to a meeting with a team? I don't know. That seems like something weird to make up for a team. But Deion's pushback is, oh, what do you wear headphones to a meeting? Well, he either did or didn't. And oh, by the way, this whole, he had 6 offensive coordinators. That's not denying what went down at the meeting, him being unprepared. And again, Shedeur has an uphill climb in Cleveland.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of it has to do with exactly what Deion's saying on this podcast. So Kevin Stefanski's going to show up at OTAs this week, and he's not going to get asked about, hey, how's Myles Garrett looking and the defense? What's up with Nick Chubb? Have you made a decision? How about the wide receiver room? You know, a lot of change there. Any quarterback update. It's not going to be any of that. It's going to be, so Deion Sanders said this, and now you're getting questions about your 4th string quarterback in June. And folks, it ain't going to end here. This is going to continue. Anytime Deion steps in front of a microphone, nobody cares about the Colorado Buffaloes right now. Travis Hunter's in the NFL. Shedeur's gone. You know what they're going to ask Deion. Hey, you know, Kenny Pickett threw 3 picks in a preseason game. Deion, your thoughts? And Deion, who has a history of talking, that's what made him famous. That's why it's primetime. You think he's going to be able to stand down and pull back?
I don't know who that, but I remember that dude, but there's a reason why.
This, my friends, is why Shedeur Sanders fell in the draft.
Popular, bro. You saying stupid mess like that. Like, the draft was in April. We are in June. This is the first time Deion done said something, and you been waiting for Deion to say something so you can say that stupid mess you just said. That's ridiculous, bro. Like, he can talk about his son if he want to. That's what every parent do. But ridiculous, bro. This dude here. I don't even know what to talk about no more, cuz. How they got passed on already? This old right here. This is not new. Boy, can't even have no pass on yet. Easy a hater. Ridiculous. Like, boy, you irrelevant, dude. $230 million. Boy, they crazy. You tripping. I hit like that, but I need pass on. Yeah, boy, you talking about CTE. Concussions, brain damage. Hey, I'm just strolling. I'm about to get all those. That ain't even Travis Hunter. That's number 2. I'm telling you, these folks just putting up anything, bro. They got 200. Come on, bro. Why Trevor Hunter got on number 2? They don't even look like Trevor Hunter. Bro, that ain't Trevor Hunter. Exactly. We'll be doing anything but click, boy, I tell you. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. I know this live was a little bit boring. Hey, we gonna get a little better. When I talk about Shedeur, it be way liver, it be way lit, but I was trying to do something different. Cause we do need to talk about Colorado, but like Buddy did say, that's about the only thing he said right. Ain't nobody talking about Travis. Ain't nobody talking about Colorado. That's just what it is, man. Shedeur is the hottest thing out right now. So he making all the money. So get what folks gonna talk about. Just like Buddy talking about Deion and Shedeur. Don't let him lie to y'all. But yeah, man, probably next time we talk about Colorado, we'll talk about the schedule. Predictions, what game they gonna win, what game they might lose, what their record gonna be, what bowl game they going to. But it is what it is.
Black and gold, we ride tonight. From the mountains we rise, we fight. They doubted us, but look at prime. We ain't hard to find.
Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Pharaoh with the suit on. From Jackson to the Rockies, it's elevation. Black excellence, not just a sensation. It's transformation, buffs with the patience. Now we speed like Travis in acceleration. Shedeur in the pocket with the gold drip. Haters talking loud, but they know this. We got fire in our cleats, lions in our breath. Pray before we ball, then we flex like we're blessed. Come on,
we ain't hard to find. Colorado shine. Prime time lights.
We ride for the fight.
Step on the field with purpose and pride.
Buff nation loud, we never hide.
We ain't hard to find, we just hard to stop.
Buffalo soul, we taking it to the top. HBCU roots in the altitude. Turn the cold to gold, now we set the mood. Culture in my cleats, kingdom in my stride. We the new wave, let the old tide slide. Soul in my veins like Nina Simone, but the beat hit hard like Jerome, but it's gone. Buffaloes march like a war zone hymn, and you know we build different when the light gets dim. Lights, camera, prime, got the plan. Turn walk-ons to stars, that's the man. Legacy talk, but this is the now. Put some respect on the black and the brown.
We ain't hard to find. Throne built on grit, heart and vision.
We
speak life,
walk faith, move bold. That's Coach Prime with the mighty soul.
We ain't hard to find.
Nah.
Colorado shine.
Buffs.
Prime time light.
Let's go.
We ride for the fight.
Yeah.
We the new kingdom.
Buffalo soul, we go, we glow.
We ain't hard to find. Colorado shine. Prime time lights.
Let's go.
We ride for the fight.
Yeah.
We the new kingdom.
Buffalo soul, we go, we glow.
mountains we rise, we fight. They doubted us, but look at prime. We ain't hard to find. Yeah.
Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root's strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Phaler with the suit on. From Jackson to the Rockies, it's elevation. Black excellence, not just a sensation. It's transformation. Buffs with the patience. Now we speed like Travis in acceleration. Shedeur in the pocket with the gold drip. Haters talking loud, but they know this. We got fire in our cleats, lions in our breath. Pray before we ball, then we flex like we're blessed. Welcome aboard.
We ain't hard to find. Colorado shine. Prime time lights.
We ride for the fight.
Step on the field with purpose and pride.
Buff nation loud, we never hide.
We ain't hard to find, we just hard to stop.
Buffalo soul, we taking it to the top. HBCU roots in the altitude. Turn the code to gold, now we set the mood. Culture in my cleats, kingdom in my stride. We the new wave, let the old tide slide. Soul in my veins like Nina Simone, but the beat hit hard like Jerome, but it's gone. Buffaloes march like a war zone hymn, and you know we build different when the light gets dim. Lights, camera, prime, got the plan. Turn walk-ons to stars, that's the man. Legacy talk, but this is the now. Put some respect on the black and the brown.
We ain't hard to find. Throne built on grit, heart and vision.
We
speak life,
walk faith, move bold. That's Coach Prime with the mighty soul.
We ain't hard to find.
Nah.
Colorado shine.
Buffs.
Prime time light.
Let's go.
We ride for the fight.
Yeah.
We the new kingdom.
Buffalo soul, we go, we go.
We ain't hard to find. Colorado shine. Prime time lights.
Let's go.
We ride for the fight.
Yeah.
We the new kingdom.
Buffalo soul, we go, we glow. We ain't hard to find, nah. Colorado shine, Buffs, prime time lights. Let's go. We ride for the fight. Yeah. We the new kingdom, Buffalo soul. We go, we go, go, go.
Black and gold, we ride tonight. From the mountains we rise, we fight. They doubted us, but look at prime. We ain't hard to find. Yeah.
Back in Boulder with the boots on. Coach Prime brought truth, now the root's strong. New era, new game, no coupon. Built from the soul like Phaler with the suit on. From Jackson to the Rockies, it's elevation. Black excellence, not just a sensation.